Hi, everybody. Welcome to day 12. Happy Friday. Day 12 of Quiltmas. So we are, after today, we'll be almost halfway there because it's 25 days. So 12 is almost half. Um, Today's the day we take all these strips that have been sewn together and all of these. Today's the day we sew these together into my Sawtooth star blocks. Um, I'm I'm uh I'm not what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not griping, but these have really occupied my time and kicked my butt. I think part of it is that I'm just feeling a little pressure to be hi Lou to be finished. I want to make sure I get this done, and then I think I've got a quilt. I think it'll be three. It'll be either 2 or 3 more quilts, which I already have the tops done. I've just got to get them quilted and finished before the first of the year to finish my 25 and 25. Now, I'm not worried about that, except for this has been time consuming. So I need to get this done so that I can get those done so that we can make my 25 and 25. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start putting some of these blocks together. I'm going to chain piece just like I've done the last couple days. Oh, we're going to get about, I don't know, 6 or 8 done, and then we're going to have to load a bobbin, but let's get going on this the best we can. Now these are going to nest because of the way I pressed them. They're just going to nest right in there. I don't think that I need to pin. I'm just going to nest them in there and get them going. Oh no. I wonder when I ran out. I knew it too. I said it at the beginning. Right there. Okay, that's not too bad. I made it a lot further than I thought I was gonna. Oh, silly me. Okay, that's halfway. Ready for a break. It's been an hour since I started pressing. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Whew. Okay, that was the last one. So these are put together, and because I didn't trim along the way, some of them. See if I can find one that was a little. Some of them had I had to tug and scooch and make fit. Like this one was a little wider there, but when you open them up, you know the corners match. I think probably I did lose. Well, that one looks pretty good, but I know I lost a couple points here and there. Not a big deal. And they are going to need to be trimmed down because quite a few of them are a little bit wonky around the edges. And that was part of the reason I cut the background a little bit wider so I would have a little bit more room to trim it down without losing these points. So let me go ahead and get these all apart, get them pressed out, and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, here they are, all 22 of them. I think these have more contrast. It's funny because they're the same colors, but I think these have more contrast than these do. I think it's because the green is dark all the way through and the brown has more light spots. But they are all done. They measure right now roughly 9.5, but they're not all 9.5. I think that I can safely trim them down to 9, which means they'll finish at 8.5 in the quilt. That was, again, why I left such a big spot here. But if I scoot them out of the way, this is 9.5. So if I go 2.5, let me find a corner, the correct corner. If I go 2.5 from the center is 4 inches across. If I go 2.5 from the center all the way around, that's 2.25. That's 2.5. If I go 2.5 from the center all the way around, that 9 inches will work pretty well. It's a little close in a couple spots, but it'll be okay. So that's what I'll be doing next. I do need to finish today's video and get it up for you because I still have a Missouri box to open, so a Missouri Star box. So this is it for me today. I am so relieved to have these together. I'm going to go ahead and get them trimmed and probably sew them together the way I need them. And then I will measure that, and then I will remeasure the panel to make sure of how big I need the border between the panel and these to be. And then once I get that together and get these on, then I'll decide how big a border I'm going to put around the whole outside. So, shoo, it's a lot, but I feel really good that we're moving right along. I mean, this was the most time-consuming part. So this is done. Total time in, I would easily say probably 6 hours total, maybe 6.5. Just because inquiring minds want to know. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you so we can filter through these a little bit so you can see them, because they all have different centers, well, kind of different centers. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, give me a hype. Are you still working on Christmas stuff? Or have you finished up Christmas stuff? Because this is a Christmas gift. And, you know, by all means, stay tuned. There's more stuff coming up. Like I said, I got to get this done because I've got a couple other quilts to finish up. Oh, I think those two were the exact same deer. But thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you on the next one.